This is an exciting day here on the homestead. I am getting that's 4. I am getting 2 Katahdin feeder lambs from everyone's favorite shepherdess, Tess. The ram lambs I'm getting aren't just any old ram lambs. Their mother is Connie, who was my alpha breeding ewe on the grass-fed homestead. In the fall of 2018, Connie returned to Tessa's ranch when I was downsizing due to going through the divorce. It's special for me to be getting the 2 ram lambs from Connie.
When we got the sheep last year, I didn't really get to spend a lot of time with them. We didn't move them with the fencing the way we did the pigs, so I don't know how I feel about sheep this year.
Before getting the ram lambs, I needed to procure some hay. Though there are some areas of lush grass here on the homestead, there are definitely some areas that still need improvement. And when the lambs are going to be grazing in those areas, I'll definitely need to supplement with hay. I got 1 ton of organic hay. It's an alfalfa grass mix. I got it loaded on my trailer, which I brought home and backed into my lean-to for storage. With the hay situation taken care of, it's now time to get the truck ready to haul sheep, which means I need to get this cage in the bed of the truck.
Dan has told me a lot of stories about how he bonded with the sheep and their different personalities and how much he always enjoyed having the lambs. And last year, the 2 little boys that we had were absolutely terrified of us the whole time. We didn't spend a lot of time with them. So it'll be nice to spend some time with them this year. Hopefully I'll get to work with them a little bit more and get to experience what always fascinated Dan about them, because I didn't have that experience last time.
I picked up little buddy from school and also picked up Dan's partner on the way, and then made the drive over to Baba Blacktail Farm.
Hello, Tess.
Connie was at the front gate as soon as we arrived. She had 2 lambs with her that I assumed were her ram lambs.
Oh my gosh, look at the spots on that guy.
Yep, those are her babies. You like the spots?
Mm-hmm. He's a really cutie.
He is so cute.
Yeah, they're nice. They have nice long body. And of course, I was looking at his undercarriage, you know. He's got something to be proud of there.
Yeah.
So, it's very loud right now because a lot of babies are crying for mothers and mothers crying for babies, and it's just been sort of one of those sad days when everybody goes to their new homes. This year, I proudly let the boys do what the boys do well, and I have 69 babies to show of it, you know. So that turned out really well. I wanted to tell you about Connie and about how you can really be proud of her, because she's definitely the A-team kind of girl. First of all, you know, I divide them up into A, B, and C team. And so A-teams are the ones that are just the really, really top producers, the ideal body and temperament and good mothers and so on. So I put Mr. Livingston, who is my new sort of high dollar Katahdin ram. He came from Yellowstone area, and I put him with all my really top girls, and look what he did with Connie. They together made a 13.5-pound boy and an 11.5-pound boy. So you're getting sort of the cream of the crop, you know, the best ewes and the best Livingston boy. Not to say anything bad against Rambo Man, who you knew from the past, you know.
Rambo was the ram that I used for breeding when I had breeding stock. When I had him, he was a rent-a ram, and it was his first time breeding, but we got excellent results, so Tess promoted him to her A-team.
That's pretty exemplary for what it means to be an A-team girl, as Connie is. So she's got the goods.
While visiting with Tess, and because you guys asked for one, I thought it'd be great to get an update on Big Sister. If you remember Big Sister from a video I did earlier this year, she was the ewe who became paralyzed right before giving birth to quadruplet lambs. Tess, with the help of an engineer friend, got pretty creative with providing care for Big Sister and rehabilitating her.
So this is Big Sister enjoying herself in the sun, you know, just kind of enjoying, and this is one of her babies.
What was her recovery like after our last video on her?
I wasn't sure how she was going to recover, but she still has a residual weakness in the right hind, but she walks all about. Let me get her up for you in a second. Oh yeah, come on up.
There she
This is
goes.
the paralyzed you. See, she's got a little residual there with this leg, but she walks.
After visiting with Tess for a while, it was time to get the lambs loaded and be on our way.
All right, Connie, are you ready to load up your boys?
Get your truck all ready and we'll grab these and put them in there. Walk on. Walk on. Walk on.
There we go.
Walk on. Walk on.
Oops, sorry. Hoofed ya. We got the lambs loaded without any issues at all, but Connie, as you might expect, was upset that I was taking her boys and she wanted to come along with for the ride. After seeing Connie being upset, Tess offered for me to take Connie back to the homestead here so she can continue to nurse her boys and continue mothering them. This was a seriously tempting offer. Connie is a great breeding ewe. She was a great sheep to have here on the property. I would absolutely love to have Connie back here. Then I got to thinking about my grazing plan for the year using the mobile sheep pen and really how that's designed for only 2 smaller sheep. I thought about the hay situation, having to get more hay to supplement for her feeding, and then having to separate the boys from her when they start going through puberty. After thinking about all that, I decided I just wasn't really ready to take all that on in that very moment. So Connie remains with Tess.
Bye, boys. Bye, boys. Enjoy.
The lambs did absolutely fine in the truck bed on the ride home. In fact, they were comparatively rather clean.
Would you look at that? That is the cleanest my truck bed has ever been after transporting sheep. He just urinated and there's barely any droppings, just probably like
3 piles.
2, 3 deposits.
Mm-hmm.
Making friends. Hey look, chickens.
In my last video, I put a lot of energy into capturing my chickens so I can get them in the chicken tractor. That involved me getting a chainsaw and limbing a tree. Those stinkers escaped the tractor the day after I put them in there.
We are gonna load the sheep into this receiving corral. There is a lot of nice grass in here for them. Heave, heave.
They're just sheep. Settle down.
She's so mad.
Having sheep again makes the homestead feel complete. It's just not the same without them.
These sheep are way cuter than the sheep last year, which is gonna make it a lot harder to not get attached to them. My favorite is the boy with the really like dark speckles on his face.
So what do you think of the sheep?
They were cute and fun. I saw this little sad brown one, and I at least scratched behind his ears.
So while we were there, Tess knew she was giving us these 2, but she was trying really hard to get us to bring home this little brown one. It was a little brown ewe. So her mom was sold and she was left behind, and she was so sad. Like, she had just laid down and was giving up. And so I went over and I got to pet her and I gave her little hugs, and I wanted to bring her back here really bad. Like, it was really hard not to beg Dan to like, come on, let's just take it.
Oh my gosh. What happened?
What?
You guys like exploded into giant birds.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Look at that little runt. He's never grown.
I'm gonna have to keep him as a pet.
Your dad is no.
It is definitely getting close to time to getting the chickens out in chicken tractors on the pasture.
What's wrong, dude?
You don't seem like you're hurt, but you won't stand up. Okay, ready? Go on.
For now, the lambs are going to stay in the corral, but my plan is to get them in the mobile sheep pen out on pasture doing a paddock shift system again for pasture revitalization. Though my mobile sheep pen I used last year was too heavy and I couldn't move it by myself, I still got great results with paddock shifting the lambs. In fact, take a look at what the pasture looks like right now. That dark green path is where the mobile sheep pen went through last year. If I can just get a mobile sheep pen that's light enough to where I can move it on my own, then I can move it daily, and we're gonna make some serious progress in the pasture this year. Next week, I have a grass-fed homestead first for you guys. Pecking duck, is it pecking or peking? Whichever, I'm getting ducklings. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and enable your notifications so you don't miss out on this video. In the meantime though, you can watch this video right here. Go ahead and click on that. You're probably gonna enjoy this video. Give it a watch. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time.